So let me talk about few more electronic components which are actually okay. Generally, this is a major part of any electric vehicle: voltage sensor, current sensor, and RPM sensor. Okay. So coming to the voltage sensor, okay, how it actually works. Voltage sensor is nothing but which actually measures me the voltage of each and every cell and gives me the data. Okay. And let me show you how it actually works. Okay, this is a resistance R1 and this is a resistance R2. This is the V in. Okay, consider it is a 5 volts. Like you wanted to measure the cell, the voltage of the 5 volt cell. Okay, so it is a cell. Okay, cell, and this is a V out. Okay, so this is a ground. Okay, so what is the formula actually? So if you want to know the what is the voltage present over there, then the formula is R2 by R1 plus R2 into V in. We generally say this rule as voltage divider rule. So what happens? Let me consider an example of Tesla again. And as I said you, there are 1000 to 6000 cells which are actually present inside the car, lithium ion cells. Okay. So every lithium ion cells will be having a positive terminal and a negative terminal, and he actually placed a small chip, okay, chip which actually collects the data of the cell, collects the data such as voltage, such as temperature, such as battery life, such as life cycles, etc. Okay, and this chip is connected to the battery management system of the car. Okay, and it will store the data in the battery management system. Okay, so this is how the voltage sensor work, and the working like the uses of voltage sensor in the part system. Okay, now coming to the current sensor. Okay, as I said you before, whenever we were working on BMS, what is the major part of the BMS? Stop overcurrent charging or dischargings, right? It have to stop the overcurrent flow and all, right? So in order to stop the overcurrents, you must first need to identify at what current the flow is. Okay, at what amperes the current is actually flowing. Okay, in order to monitor the current of each cell, okay, you need a current sensor actually. Yeah, so this current sensor is also important in the electric vehicle manufacturing, right? So coming to the RPM sensor, okay, it is a sensor which actually identifies you the speed of the vehicle. Now coming to the construction of this RPM sensor, okay, it's very simple. Okay, consider there is a IR sensor diode. Okay, this is the IR sensor emitter. Okay, this is the IR sensor emitter, and there is another diode which is IR sensor collector, like sensor we can actually say. It will be in a black color. Yeah. Now if I actually have any circular object, okay, the circular object with a hole, okay, now what exactly happens is, if you wanted to identify this rotations of the circular object, okay, you need to know only one thing: this IR sensor continuously emits the rays, and this IR sensor continuously collects the data. Okay, so let us suppose this wheel actually rotated. Okay, if this wheel actually rotated to half RPM, then what happens? This hole will be present coming to the down, but the sensor will be at this direction only. At this time, what exactly happens is, even though IR sensor emitter is trying to send the rays, as it is an obstacle, okay, it's a completely closed obstacle, only this hole is the open part. Okay, it will not send the data over here. Okay, it will again send back. Okay, so let us suppose it again had a half RPM extra, and again hole comes here and the remaining part is a solid one. And now again there is a sensor emitter, there is a sensor collector. This continuously starts emitting and this continuously starts getting the data. Okay. So now this IR sensor collector identifies that, okay, I got one signal, okay, in 1 second. So how much? So it means it is actually, we can get 60 seconds we can actually get 60 signals, okay, which means it is rotating at 60 rotations per minute. So like by knowing the RPM, we can actually justify, or we can actually find it out the speed of the vehicle. Okay, this is one of the method. There is another method where you can also get this, a tachometer mechanism. Okay, a tachometer is also nothing but which finds the velocity, or which finds the rotations of the speed of the shaft, or the speed of the vehicle. Okay, and there are 2-3 principles how tachometers actually works. The major principle they use is frequency and time principle. Okay, have you ever seen a Doppler effect? When we are studying in +2 or +1, we have studied about Doppler effect, right? Okay, so it works actually on a Doppler effect. Let us suppose I am having a tachometer, okay, and there is a vehicle approaching near to me, and I just wanted to find the RPM of the vehicle, or the speed of the vehicle. Okay, what I will do is I will just catch the tachometer and I will on it. What it actually does is, if this is a vehicle actually which is approaching near to you, okay, this is the tachometer, and this tachometer generates the frequency and again like reflects back that signal, and this tachometer start reading this signal. Okay, depending upon the start reading the signal. Yeah, depending upon the at what time it actually approached back, it is going to identify the speed of the vehicle. Okay, this is how the Doppler effect also works, right? So these are the basic sensors, or these are the basic components which every electric vehicles has, and everyone have to know this. Thank you so much.